Welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Justice for all?
Yes.
Yes! I got it! Last time, some court shit. This time, court shit. I'm testing a different microphone, so it is gonna be kind of weird, because by the time you see this, I'll probably have the settings for this thing perfected already. But in this one, they might be a little off. So we'll see what happens.
And you're not the only one who's going to sound different.
It's true.
Yeah. Is it really true about my aunt?
Probably. I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan.
That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt...
Oh, that's probably karma.
Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Does anyone else feel a sudden wave of just pure anger?
I'm scared.
I really don't want to get
Yeah.
whipped.
Back! Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick?
Do you remember the whole her father, prosecutor, wrote his perfect record deal? You know, that whole thing? You were there, right? Yeah, you were there.
I remember I got tased.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad.
He literally had everything to do
I
with
did.
Nothing.
The child has spoken.
Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation?
Looking down on me, even though we're the same age.
I mean, she is taller, so kind of how that works. Yeah.
Not fair.
That's the short part or the same age part?
Yes.
Yes. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Point.
It's gonna be me. This is already a flashback case. We know I have to win.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright.
But what if in the first case we played, Maya was just, like, on probation? Just to follow you around with an ankle bracelet.
That would be really funny, actually.
Yeah, it would.
Yes, Your Honor?
Can you prove Miss Itty Minnie had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eeny, Meeny, and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meany, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. No, that's me too. Fuck! I forgot, I'm not used to talking this. It's been a week. Also, someone's USB just got disconnected and reconnected.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean a little bit back, because this voice sometimes gets a little loud. I don't know how that's gonna play out. Huh? I thought you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past.
Miss Meany, if you please. results.
Okay. Like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Last year's accident. Yay. That was, like, last year, in May. Like, something really bad had happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped, too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident.
I would imagine so. It was all the talk in the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes. There was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Ah!
Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
They're totally not a motive for murder. Shut up.
Shut up.
Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Miney's sister.
Mia looks real weird with her hair like that. I really
It's not
haven't
my
noticed.
fault.
It still looks weird. Alright.
It's not my fault.
That doesn't mean it doesn't look weird, though.
Blame Pearl.
I might, but she's 7, so I'm not gonna say her hair looks weird to her face. You're a ghost. You can take it. Yeah, which means I'll have to
Just
work.
glaring at you.
Yeah. You should rethink that point of view, Phoenix. Yeah, which means I'll have to work from another angle. I feel like hyper aware of my breathing right now. It's like I'm trying really hard to like breathe down or something.
I don't hear anything on the mic, so I don't know.
I don't hear
That's
that.
good. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then?
I feel like you started slipping into her voice a little bit there.
Yeah, well, what's happening is I'm watching the audio level of the microphone on an OBS and doing the voices sometimes, so it kind of... my brain's going in multiple directions. Yeah, like...
This is why I like having it where I can just hear myself talking.
I would get distracted. I know I would get distracted. Yeah, like, that was in May, too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was, like, May 2nd. And, like, our accident was, like, on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was, like, totally tired, so that's why, duh. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister? Me? Like, no way! Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis.
That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault.
Oof.
Means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Well, we always press harder. So,
Always.
press harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True.
But like, I don't like have a driver's license.
Wait,
Wait, bullshit.
does.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I would totally like to.
Amend your testimony, please.
I think
Can,
it's the fuck
can you
not.
please? Can you present that?
This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
I was gonna slam my desk out of reflex and make a objection joke, but that's unwise.
Chair arm.
Ow.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Never mind.
Everyone's
chair arm is
lucky
hard.
perjury doesn't exist in this world.
Like, okay. Anyway.
To be fair, it feels like it's not related to the current case, even though it is.
Wait.
Oh,
She does not seem to be amending testimony.
We'll just keep pressing then, I guess. It's too early. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at, like, 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had, like, a paper due, like, really soon. So, like, I hadn't slept and was working, like, real hard.
So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened.
And your sister? What happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black, and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like keep wanting to forget that time. So like, I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore.
Well, it's all right. No need to push yourself.
I object.
I mean, this does not like no me make this happen.
I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. Ah!
There you go.
Ah!
Now, yes.
I think it's the fuck not! Miss Meanie, that was a lame lie just now. Like,
Ow.
what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. Which means it's a really bad one because your eyes are supposed to be open during a license photo. They
Yeah.
even make you take glasses off.
Yeah. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
I mean, this is anime land, so I think if your eyes kind of default to being closed all the time, they probably accept that.
That's fair. That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident.
Bullshit.
Yeah, the dude stole it when you were in the. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident.
Characters who like always have their eyes closed tend to look really like creepy or weird when they have their eyes open, which is maybe why they keep their eyes closed all the time.
That's fair. If I looked like a weirdo with my eyes open, I'd probably like squint or something, you know? Director Hottie, or did we decide it was Hottie or Hody?
I think it would be Hoti, even
Okay.
though Hottie is funny.
I'm gonna say Hottie then because it's funny. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking? Oh, sorry. I totally misread how that was gonna turn out. What? Are you talking about the perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you? Ow!
No one cares.
I care.
Actually, maybe it would be Hottie because this stuff is like localized rather than like literally translated.
Witness, when did you receive your driver's license?
Like last November. Well, what? November?
The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Thank you. I know how calendars work.
But but you got the license photo from the hospital.
How long was she in the hospital?
That's a good question. Wait, wasn't she
If you're in the
hos-
hospital, can you get a driver's license?
Right?
I don't know. Can you? I haven't been in the hospital. I've never been in the ER. I can tell you that.
I mean, how would you go take the driver test?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I could see you maybe getting it renewed in the hospital, just, but I don't know.
Maybe if you're on like.
Well, because she's claiming she didn't have a license before the accident, and she got it in November after the accident, after the hospitalization.
Yeah.
Well, this something does not make sense here.
What in the?
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. What happened?
That's literally just bullshit. Hello. Hello.
At the time of the accident, Miss Mighty did not have a driver's license, even though she clearly did.
I gotta be honest. It feels really good to be able to like just kind of scream. I can just lean back and scream and not like, blow out my headset.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll uncover what this bullshit is.
Ow!
Cry and my whip will accommodate.
That hurt! Tired of this case. This is bullshit.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
That's not true.
They could not
Legally.
have legally switched drivers.
I'm glad you like get it, but like even if I had my license, I like don't think my sis would have like let me drive. Yow!
Don't just stand there mean to yourself.
Why did she whip me and you monologue at me?
Maybe she reached over, stole her whip, and whipped you. Like, I'm you, I'm gonna borrow this whip.
She whipped me
Here.
for fun and you took it as an opportunity to bitch at me? And fuck being a lawyer, this sucks. Wait, you just have a whip? Oh, not you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the... Oh.
Where'd she get a whip?
Where'd you get a whip?
I don't know.
I'm
Well, she
confused.
isn't.
I'm confused too.
I'm very confused.
Miss Miney, why do you think you would have not been allowed to drive anyway?
That's because
I think the situation calls for more detailed testimony. Miss Meany, if you please.
like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Like, around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. No, half a year is not really close. My sis is like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like
Maybe she would have got it sooner if she didn't get hospitalized.
maybe.
Yeah.
She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She like would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. Just get a fucking Uber.
I see. A bright red car for sports.
Your Honor, that's not what a sports car is.
Why else would it be called a sports car if it is not for sports?
It's like goes fast.
Now then, the defense may question the witness.
For the sport of car racing.
For the sport of cars.
Yeah, it's for the sport of racing, but it's not a car for sports. That's an SUV. It's a sports utility vehicle. A car for sports. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, Mood, but I didn't know how to change my oil until like a month ago. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. So you could have driven!
Yep.
Yes.
You had the permit. Your sister was over 21. You could have driven the car.
Yes.
But like, she wasn't gonna let a noob drive her car.
Let noob drive her car. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, noob, but my car.
I mean, that's kind of fair. It's like,
Permit.
you don't even have your license yet. You want to drive my shiny new sports car?
Yeah, you don't let the new driver drive the shiny
Yeah.
sports car. Hell, when I was learning how to drive, I denied the opportunity to drive anything too new. Like, I got the offer to drive like this newer Mustang, and I was like, no thanks. I don't want to fuck up this shiny ass car that's worth more than me as a person. Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is? Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Or a license. Ah!
Ignorance is to be whipped.
Fuck off!
No, you.
No, you! What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue?
Maybe this is her plan, just play insanity.
She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Oh, sorry. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I mean, it's a car, so inevitably
Yeah.
it's gonna get
It's
dirty.
going to get dirty.
As
You
new
can
as
just
you-
always wash it.
Yeah, you just take it to a
It's
car
not
wash
hard.
or bust out the hose. It's a car. It doesn't fucking matter. I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise.
The car stays in the garage, or else it gets the hose again.
Oh, that's good.
Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, all right?
Can you ever say something encouraging instead of just critical?
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Such a good job.
I needed.
She is encouraging you not to suck at your job. Well, Miss Meady, what kind of car was it?
It was a new car?
I think we've
A
established
brand new
that.
car.
You in a brand new car! Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the United Kingdom.
Hmm?
Oh,
The
sorry.
United Kingdom? Were those her boyfriends?
I see I fucked this up somehow.
Yeah, you fuck this. Are you okay? Those are boyfriend's initials? Yeah, this did not go good.
My
Yeah.
defense, I rarely actually read it as the UK, even when it's initialized.
No.
It's just kind of how I do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And it was a really special model. Wait a minute. How the fuck does this judge not know what the UK is?
I don't know. This
Man's
is
got a
this
lot
I'm
is
to
sure
read.
he knows. I'm sure he knows what the UK is, but it's just that his first thought was like UK, like her
Well, this
boyfriend's
would-
name was.
Well, this is like weird dystopia land. Maybe the UK didn't survive.
But she got the car from the UK.
I think it's just
No,
that his funny old man's first thought was not that she imported.
She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Whatever.
Yeah.
Really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor,
Yes.
please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony.
You mean the part about it being a special import car?
Yes.
Well, if you like cars that much, then okay.
That's not my point. But to be honest, I don't know what the point is either.
Yeah, this is something we were deliberating about before, and I think the consensus is this was localized and was made in mind for US audiences and what we would know.
Miss Meady, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. Can I press this for new information then?
Yeah, I think.
I yelled to hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Fuck it. So, yeah. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars so good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to ours here in the States. The States.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It seems there's no benefit to owning one. Like, huh?
But this part of the case would have been harder to figure out if they didn't localize it like that too.
Mm-hmm.
This whole steering wheel... Sorry, I got my voices fucked up again. This whole steering wheel on the right side thing. It's kind of goofy, isn't it? You... What do you know? The snake shape... It's gone. I got nothing. I can't keep up with that. Forgive me. Personality really changes at the drop of a hat.
It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case.
Enlighten me? Mia?
The side of the car.
I know.
It is a British car. if you think about it, it looked like it always slammed the wall with what we assume to be the driver's side.
Anstca. The joke isn't that I don't know, it's that Mia always says this shit and then never tells us.
Yeah. I'll shut up now.
Was your sister good at driving? She was, like, totally awesome. She, like, said she was going to be the, like, racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow, I think she bumped my question off track again.
That's not a thing.
I assure you, it is not a thing.
It would be a thing because she probably wouldn't have much competition.
Yeah, it doesn't count as a thing if it's a thing by default for you. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah, I like immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, like, in a daze.
I thought she was knocked out or something.
So it's like you had a terrifying time.
She was asleep and woke up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There's something very big here.
Enlighten me?
No. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony.
Why do you make this so hard?
But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to.
So really, you have no
Because
idea.
She's not supposed to do your job for you, just give you hints.
She's gonna roll up here from the ghost world, figure something out, and just be like, fuck it. My sister's life's in your hand, I'm not gonna do a goddamn thing.
Well, I mean, there, like, has to be, like, ghost laws, like, she can't indirectly intervene to do it?
We haven't been introduced to him yet.
She kind of intervened on Red White.
Yeah.
True.
Do you really think so?
Believe. There's a path. I know it.
You know, almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Okay, so now we're at the point where we gotta present something.
Yeah.
I would double check what's the specific wording in the interview. See if that does contradict or not.
Is this the one with the interview?
Probably.
Women's cars crashed into highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape pulling wreckage and died. Falling asleep at the wheel. Totally tired. I jumped to sleep and there's this crash. And like I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was like still half asleep, but I opened the right door and got out. But if it's
The
a
right door?
British
The right door is
car,
not the passenger
she
side.
should be on the
The right
left side.
side,
So I gotta find the bit where she talks about
About being from the UK.
or I was gonna pick
The part where she says about getting out on the passenger side.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a really special model from England. You'd say like, no, I'm letting you drive. Like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat the night too. So this one? I guess?
Yeah.
Or would it be when she said she got out of the car?
Shut up, Maya.
There's something big here.
Yeah, whatever.
And I'll try the
Figure it out.
UK statement maybe.
We have full health bar, so. Official model from England. Oops. God, that was it. Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right?
Well, that's the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car. But it would have been the opposite in a British car.
Opposite?
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be on the left side.
I meant Wright is correct. I meant Wright is incorrect. What do you mean by this?
Miss Meany, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. It still scares me when she pulls the hat down.
Order in the court. Order. Ah!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again.
You're sweating bullets there, Von Karma.
Shut up.
Weren't ready for this.
And he said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney.
That is what Edie said, yes. That is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions, even you. Crazy how that happens, huh?
Phoenix,
Yeah.
it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. Good job.
Oh, thank you. We connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi, who was really driving that night?
It'd be Mimi, wouldn't it?
It'd be Eni, because she was on the right side, right?
Yeah, Eni was in the...
She got out on the right side of the door.
Because we were talking about this last time, we were thinking that she's really Mimi.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way, then. I was thinking about it like they were lying about who's driving. I wasn't thinking about her actually being Mimi.
I mean, it could go either way.
Yeah.
Because as far as the court knows, she's Eni. Because we can't really prove that she's Mimi.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking the question as Eni was the one who was really driving and not Eni's really Mimi, and Mimi was really driving. Because all the evidence we have only points to Eni.
Save state to be safe.
I don't know if... Can you go back?
I don't need to go back. I can just...
Oh, save right there.
We need to save. I can just
Dun, dun, dun.
drop a save real quick.
Alright, let's try Eni.
Eni. Huh.
And the answer is Eni Meeny, of course.
Well, why would you say that?
Miss Eni Meeny just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped in the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Ow!
I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. You foolish fool. At that time, Miss Eni Meeny had not yet received her driver's license.
Hence
That
the
does
crash.
not mean she was not driving.
And that is why the accident happened.
Hold it, Phoenix.
Shit.
It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident.
The real truth?
Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say?
Alright, one more time. So it was... Wait, was I right when I jokingly called it like it was Mimi?
Meaning because her...
The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Meany. Okay, but that does make sense because she had the slip talking about why British cars were so good,
Yeah.
and her sister really liked cars.
Mm-hmm.
After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
Her sister is her.
Yes.
But you just said... Well, I remember us making a comment about that last time, about maybe they switched.
We made that suggestion. We theorized on that one.
Yeah. The witness, Miss Eni Meany, was the one in the...
Which leads us to the next question.
The
The
next.
next question?
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's so idiotic. Why are you sweating so bad?
Shut up. This witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Really, you gonna make me do this?
Mimi.
You gonna make me...
Yep, and if you fuck up, you lose half your health bar.
Well, yeah, because it's like, if you really got this far, don't fucking realize it, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Mimi Meanie, that is your real name.
Of all the foolish dribble.
Like the dribble coming off of your forehead right now?
Shut up, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Then how do you explain her appearance?
What about that post-accident hospitalization where she provided the photo and blah, blah, blah? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted to the hospital. So for the purposes of facial reconstructions, the surgeons used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery?
This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
But Minnie, she died in the car accident.
So she led everybody to believe. So that's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
Then the body they found at the crash site.
That was the body of the real Eenie Meenie. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Meanie?
There's just as much motive for the murder. Their sister still died.
There's more, because she got framed for the poisonings, too.
Yeah.
That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Meenie. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Meanie from existence.
Your Honor, I'm sure you can see... I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do you mean?
What is the meaning of this nonsense?
Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Meanie. However, that would have not been possible, because Mimi Meanie was still, in fact, alive. I wish you could have seen the hand movements I did there. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs.
And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
What? Well, Miss Eenie, I mean Miss Buckup.
Why did you say my name just now?
Ellipses. Oh.
Thanks, motorcycle.
I guess.
And then the witness escaped.
Yeah, and then Mimi just fucking takes off on a motorcycle and is out of here. I guess this is still me then. But, like,
Yeah.
different voice, which I wasn't prepared for.
I could.
No, I got it. Just give me a second here. Looks like I've been unmasked.
Witness?
That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Meanie.
Turn on the waterworks.
That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? to become your own sister.
I think I understand why. Mimi Meanie wanted her old self to disappear because of this.
Yeah, the patient's dying.
That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Meanie. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Meanie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. Found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination.
That jerk. Only he hadn't thought of the channeling mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo? Becoming Uni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. Cool.
I believe there are still a few unresolved riddles here, such as... Why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear.
The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fey.
This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma.
I'm gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? Gonna be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yeah! Ow, 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 ow! Okay, stop! Ow!
One more for good measure.
That kind of hurt my throat.
Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix!
Phoenix!
The court is a fraud, a sham.
Rip Phoenix.
You poked the bear.
Yeah.
Now then. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness.
Poor Phoenix.
So, I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty.
Oh, we fucking did it! Yay! It's down here still, it's okay.
I like how they just had Mia possessing Pearl at the defense stand.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
I'm okay!
Congratulations, Maya.
Sis?
Aww.
It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing?
Sis? I didn't kill anyone, did I?
No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream.
You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent.
A familiar scent?
I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago.
That's right.
I'm just sitting here, not throw it in the moment. Oh, you're staring at me now. Okay. There's still one thing I don't quite get.
What's that?
Why did she whip me like a dozen times? This bullshit. I'm gonna have these marks on my face forever. Do you see this?
You crossed a line.
What line did I cross? She was a bitch.
She also had a whip.
Yeah, I know.
Don't poke the bear.
Don't poke the bear.
Look, what would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Dre? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot.
I think Mimi Miney had a plan to open the door to the chamber herself. And then, you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder.
She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh?
Nick,
Congrats, Maya.
thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam,
Well, you know.
but I really don't want something like this to happen ever again.
Eh?
I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why did she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick.
Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? I mean,
Nick, please, I need an answer.
Don't cry, Maya. No.
the reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was,
The thing is, I think it's good for you to guess without doing it, because you can't save and redo it. So it's just like, take your guess, and then I can confirm it with a guide.
okay. I mean, I can tell you why I think she did it already. The assumption is she doesn't want to be the Branch family, so if you just kill all the main family, then you got no choice, but Pearl can become the next mystic such and such, and then she would just have the whole
and then
village to
Maya,
herself.
So what might you present to...
Yeah, that's the question is, what would you present to
Yeah.
show that?
Don't forget, you can present profiles. You're just supposed to present Pearl's profile.
Oh, just Pearl's profile?
Pearl.
Okay.
Hurley?
4 years from now, a new master will be born into Curane Village. And that person will be you, Maya.
And?
But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. What would happen then?
The Branch family. My aunt.
No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's.
Ah!
Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did Maya say something just now? I think she was saying... I thought so.
Oh?
Oh,
Anstca, go.
Yeah, it's you, Anstca.
my precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of the Karain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. It helped. It helped that the brainless nature carried out her murder.
Buddy.
Helped the brainless nurse, but I could read.
Normally I let it go, but that was like 4 words.
It
right.
helped that the brainless nurse carried out her murder.
Listen,
I cooperated with the whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unset that annoying witness man, family girl. Witness maid family
There
girl.
you go.
I read
good, buddy?
word. Yeah, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. There's like 2 or 3 other games. I'm sure it'll happen sometime.
lot more
Your
than
time
3
will
more.
come.
the end! We did it! We beat the
Yay.
case. It's over. The case, not the game. We got
Yay.
Yeah, the case is over.
the turnabout Big Top. That's That'll wrap up this episode of Let's Play Phoenix Wright Justice for All. Next time, I don't know what episode 3 is going to be, so you'll just have to go watch it and find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
Yep.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.